Live from the museum in downtown Kitchener. Now, we've seen a massive rise in online shopping for the holidays. Retailers, including smaller, even independent shops, are doing more and more business online, but so are the criminals, with more and more online scams and phishing. Dan Duran is the Chief Technology Officer at Rhino Cybersecurity in Kitchener. He is here with some tips, whether you're shopping or selling online this holiday season. Good morning, Dan.
Good morning, Craig.
I had heard you were going to wear a holiday sweater.
Absolutely.
It's resplendent with Super Mario on it. It's a Swest. Well done. Well done.
Well, I got to be dressed for the season,
yes,
right?
Very nice. I feel woefully underdressed now. Okay, let's talk people who are shopping first, because we know it can happen, right? We've heard the stories. Yet many people listening will think, you know what, I'm too smart for that. I only use reputable sites. It'll never happen to me. What do people need to keep in mind, Dan, when they're shopping online?
Yes, so this is the season of giving, right? But unfortunately, it's also the season of cybercrime. And what I mean by that, Craig, is we need to be conscious of the actions that we're taking. So you have to check twice. You have to make sure that you are aware of the things and your surroundings as well.
What about retailers? I mean, last month we heard about the Waterloo Brewing. They fell victim to a scam. It ended up costing them more than $2 million. What about retailers? What did they need to keep in mind when they're doing online stuff this time of year?
Make sure that security is in place at the establishments, for example. But as a shopper, also we need to be cognizant of what we do. So, for example, people are in a rush. We all are trying to get our shopping done for Christmas, right? And people tend to forget about checking things twice, making sure that you're, aware of your surroundings, turning your head and looking over your shoulder as you're entering your PIN on the keypad, covering the keypad as well, not leaving presents and belongings in the car in a visible way, yeah. Right? And the main reason is because cybercriminals and criminals in general are very opportunistic. They're looking for that way in to get you, right? In terms of the cybersecurity side, I always tell my customers and the people that I know, especially around this time of the year, do not click on any links. Right? So you get an email from promotions, whether they're legitimate or they're fake, just don't click on them. If you want to see a promotion, it's better to actually go to the websites, and then you'll see the same promotion in there, and you can do your shopping in a safer way. Be careful of, for example, text messages and phone calls, and even from your friends. If it looks out of character, it might not be your friend that's sending you a message. So, for instance, it happened to me once. One of my friends sent me a video through Facebook Messenger. And it said, I saw you in this video, click here. Yeah. And then I click and I go to a Facebook page that looks exactly like Facebook. It has the username and password, and it's requesting me to enter that information. And I'm like, well, this is not my friend. It's totally out of character.
Wow. And your company runs mock cyber attacks, right?
Exactly.
Well, what do they look like?
So they're very legitimate. They look very like the real thing. It has this username, and what we do is very kind of forward thinking. So we partner up with the companies, and what we do is we simulate attacks on their network through phishing, looking into the human component. They always say that your employees should be the last line of defense for your company. Unfortunately, what's happening in the world is that the employees are the weakest link.
Yeah. So, but that's if you're an employee somewhere, and you see a ransomware attack come through your email or however, what should you do as an employee?
You don't see them often, and the reason why this is happening is because there's not enough cybersecurity awareness training happening in the companies.
Training, yeah.
And it doesn't matter. See, it's very insidious. It doesn't matter, or even if you have the best technology and the best security in place in your network, it only takes one person to click on one link or download the wrong attachment to shut down the entire system.
This year, before we let you go, this year we've seen attacks on hospitals, municipalities, a brewery, school board. What do you think 2020 looks like? Are there going to be more of these, do you think?
Absolutely. Unfortunately, the statistics say that 67% increase in cybercrime in the last 5 years. So this is not going to go away anytime soon. We've seen a lot in the schools lately, and hospitals getting shut down, municipalities, companies losing millions of dollars, right? And there's a new trend of this happening on systems, for example, in terms of farming and Internet of Things and SCADA systems that are more kind of industrial and technicians that are out there. So it is a scary world. I mean, this is a...
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yes.
Dan, great. Thank you very much, sir, for coming in. Thank you for wearing that sweater. Were you going to wear that sweater anyway?
Absolutely.
That is Dan Duran. He's the Chief Technology Officer at Rhino Cybersecurity in Kitchener. Gets us up to 6:30. It's time to send it back to the studio down the road. Here's Joe Pavia.
Thank you, Craig. A weather advisory is in effect.